everyone, this is PDFs and Schoology Part 2. Now with this video we are going to deal a little bit more specifically with screenshots and how to use those to help us get what we have on a PDF into Schoology as an assessment and an assignment. In my last video, PDFs and Schoology, we touched on screenshots a little bit, and this video is going to show you a couple more tricks. Now, if this video doesn't appeal to you as an option, I still have a couple more tricks up my sleeve, and you can check out the other videos remaining in this series. In my last video, I discussed a method in which you use the snipping tool to take a snip of each question that you could then pop into your assessment in Schoology. And that does require a lot of clicking just because you have to save the image and then upload it, but it does look really nice when you have the end result. Another way to get these questions from a PDF into a Schoology test is to make use of the instructions area of the Schoology test or homework assignment. So I'm going to create a test here, and I'm going to go to settings. In this settings section are the instructions. I'm going to suggest that you take a screenshot using your snipping tool, which I discussed in a previous video, of either the whole page of questions or maybe just a few questions at a time. So let's start with the whole page. Here we are. I'm going to save this and upload it. I just saved my snip, and now I'm going to go to this Insert Content button and go to Image Media and find that snip and upload it. Now the questions are in the instructions area. Another option is to simply link the questions to the instruction area. To do this, go to your Google Drive and go to File, Upload. Find that PDF, upload it to your Google Drive. Here it is. And then grab the sharing link. You'll want to make sure that you adjust it so the right people will be able to see it. Copy that link, and then we can insert it into the Schoology instructions area of our test. You can use this link icon here. Paste the link in, link to questions. And there's our hyperlink. And of course you can play with font and formatting as needed. So let's save this and create some questions. I'll start with a multiple choice question. So I know that my students are going to see here on the left-hand side of my screen, they'll be able to pull up the questions. So all I have to really type then for my questions is just the numbers and letters that correspond to the question they're on. So this will be a 1, an A, a B, a C, and a D. And depending on what the correct answer is, you will select that on your Schoology test. And then hit Create. So now I have a question. Let me do a few more. So I've just put in a few blank questions that correspond to the questions on the PDF. And let's preview this by clicking on the Preview tab. Here's what it'll look like for students when they go to take the test. They'll see either the link that they'll be able to open up in a new tab and then do kind of a side-by-side thing like I was doing earlier, or they'll see the questions that you uploaded as an image. They'll have to click Start New Attempt, and then there's their test. Now they can click Show Instructions to drop down that instruction menu to show them the questions, and then they can correspond the questions with the answer key at the bottom, almost like filling out a Scantron. And when they're finished, they can hit Submit. If you'd like to save the entire PDF as an image, go to File, Export to, and choose one of the image options like a JPEG. This will make it easier to upload to your instructions area in Schoology. You can also choose to just upload a few questions at a time. Let's say I want to do 3 at a time. In Schoology, in the questions area, I can add a page break. Here we go. There it is. It's this line here. And then beneath the page break, I can add more questions. Or I can add a text box, which isn't a question, but just simply an area for me to type some text. And then I can upload another picture of the questions from the test. So here I have a test where I have the first 3 questions inserted as an image by using the text box, and then I use the page break option to separate the first 3 questions from the next 3 questions. Let's see what this looks like. Start new attempt. There's the first 3 questions and the answer key that corresponds. And then on the next page, where that page break is, I have the next 3 questions, number 6, 7, and 8, that correspond with the answer key. I actually numbered these wrong, but I think you get the idea. So to recap, you can use either the instructions area or you can use the text and page break features to insert questions from a PDF into a Schoology test. Thanks for watching my video on PDFs in Schoology Part 2. Now, like I said earlier, I do have a couple more tricks up my sleeve for getting those PDF documents or those Word documents into Schoology as tests, assessments, or assignments. So in one of my next videos, I will be discussing how to use a Word to Schoology conversion tool, and in another video I will be talking about how to use the assessment tool in Schoology with your PDFs to create assessments and assignments. So stay tuned, there is more to come.